guys, so we got our repeat Twilight Cup tournament. I'm just going to briefly go through my team here, you can see. So we've got a Gardevoir. I ended up picking a Confusion Gardevoir. I was a bit worried about all of the flyers and things, but I ended up taking a Drapion as well. So I definitely could have gone with Charm, and it probably would have been better balanced for my team because I have a Drapion and a Tyranitar to take care of those flyers. Anyway, so it had Synchronize, and I didn't pick a second move. I was being stingy with my Stardust. Next up, we've got Golbat. So his main coverage was for Tentacruel. Oh, no, sorry, not Tentacruel. For Toxicroak, for Azumarill, and for Venusaur. So it's got Flying, Fast Move, whatever that is, Poison Fang, and Shadow Ball. Then we've got Toxicroak, obviously, with Counter, Mud Bomb, and Sludge Bomb. Tentacruel running Poison Jab, Hydro Pump, and Acid Spray, of course, Acid Spray, yeah, very useful. Drapion with Crunch, Bite, and Aqua Tail, and then Tyranitar with Stone Edge, Crunch, and obviously Smackdown as its fast move. Alright, so we'll get straight into the battles. Alright, so first match is up against Broly, 718. I'm most nervous about his Alolan Muck and Alolan Marowak. Muck because it's such a pain, Marowak because I didn't practice against it. So that's why I live with Toxicroak. So we've got a mirror match here. I'm keen just to play it out. I had a quick look at my team because I forgot, and he switched to Azumarill. So that's great when we have Tentacruel in the back. So we don't need to shield anything from here, and we're just going to Acid Spray and Poison Jab until he dies. So happy we got an Excellent. Doesn't really matter, it's only 20 damage. With the, so he uses another attack here, so we decide to shield, keep our Tentacruel high. We'll just fast move down. We've got another Acid Spray for whatever else he brings back in here. So I do waste another shield on my Tentacruel. Just wanted to make sure I got that Acid Spray off, because we're in a fairly positive winning situation here. So we burn his last shield, so this is all over. Even though we're going to let him go down here, we can get back into the mirror match. No shields left. Switch glitch, I totally forgot what I was doing. I was like, ooh, Mud Bomb, whoops. So Drift Bloom, so as you can see there I'm trying to switch, but the switch screen was up. Oh my gosh, yeah, it was an interesting cup. So we're just going to smack down this Drift Bloom down, except just to make sure we went for the Crunch. It was just as well because he did have another charge move ready to go there, so I think it was a CMP. Got me the win there, but I still had Toxicroak in the back. So I'm picking Togetic, as a lead here. So we're going to lead with our Tyranitar, and we get it. So he switches straight out of there, and we've got a perfect counter here. As you can see, it just doesn't change sometimes. So we just got out of there in time. Tyranitar was about to die. So I do awfully on that Synchronize, but he blocks it, so it's okie dokie. And Confusion's going to be more than enough to take care of this Togetic. We'll keep our Gardevoir alive. Wasting both shields here. Again, winning situation. Happy just to burn whatever shields I need to. Stored up a fair bit of energy with Synchronize. I don't think he needs to shield this here, but he does, which is very good news for us because we're all out of shields. Got Pokemon in the back. So he should just bubble me down here, but he doesn't, so that guarantees my victory. So we've got Golbat in the back anyway. So the switch glitch almost cost me the match here, but we survived this Ice Beam, and we'll get the win. Alright, our next matchup is against OzitoPig. He's running an interesting team. He's going to have 2 Flyers and 2 Darks. So it makes it risky for Gardevoir, but positive, and Toxicroak obviously. And also Tyranitar becomes quite important then against those Flyers. So we do get a really good matchup obviously to start with. So Toxicroak versus Gardevoir with Confusion. So we get out of there, he's locked into his Umbreon, and we've got Toxicroak. So it's quite a slow, long-winded fight. We're going to just try and store up a bit of energy, hoping to either draw a shield or KO here. So we get the shield, so we're just going to counter him down from this point. Again, seem to be keen to burn both shields once you're in a really positive situation, especially with energy in the back. So we get the Golbat, we throw a Sludge Bomb Probably should have thrown a Mud Bomb. It's mostly just to get to the switch timer. Get our Gardevoir back in there. Unfortunately, we've got no shields, so the Shadow Ball is going to kill us. But Golbat's got very little health, so we're just going to use Tentacruel. Even though it's really slow to kill, I'm actually charging up a lot of energy from it. And yeah, just throwing anything here. So we did burn his shield. I think it was, yeah, a good call in the end. Mud Bomb doesn't kill us, so we'll just Poison Jab him down and get the first round out of the way. So next round, we change up the team a little bit, get rid of the Gardevoir, potting Golbat, and lead with the Tyranitar, hoping to catch a Golbat or a Venomoth, or potentially even Skuntank. That's still quite positive. So here we go, we get Skuntank. So good situation. He does switch out of there quickly for the Toxicroak again. Again, the struggle to change is real. It's probably my fault for keeping on tapping the fast move, but eventually we get our Golbat in there, and we're just gonna wing attack him down. No need to block anything here. Sludge Bomb hits hard, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. So we've got a stack of energy stored up. Yep, got the Azumarill, so Poison Fang was perfect, and we're just going to pump out as many Poison Fangs as possible here. Either force him to use shields, or his Azumarill is probably going to be almost in the red. So I think he shields this last one here. Then my Golbat's down, but so while not a perfect situation, Toxicroak only really needs to worry about the Play Rough and Ice Beam. He doesn't have any problems soaking bubbles. So with extra shields in the back, we know we're going to be safe. He's not going to get to 3 charge moves, so he burns his last shield. I'm happy to do the same and just counter down the Azumarill. Oh no, sorry, I Mud Bomb. Probably should have just countered it down. But in the end, he's got that Skuntank there. I thought at the time I needed to do a sacrificial swap here. It worked out, but I probably could have just thrown the Mud Bomb and got the win. I was not expecting Mud Bomb quite to KO, but it does. So it's excellent. 2-0. 2-0 moving on to the next match with Takkori. Frostlass. I had a lot of struggles against Frostlass in my practice, so that's why I led with the Drapion, and we actually ended up getting the Venomoth, which is just as good of a match for me. Now I didn't actually have a really solid counter to Tentacruel, so the Mud Bombs do very well, and counters do not. So I was actually expecting an Acid Spray there, so well done Mel for catching me out. That's Sludge Wave. But she doesn't shield the next Mud Bomb, so we get the kill. And Venomoth comes back out, so we're going to pop back out with Drapion, go straight for the crunch. So she'll either be forced to shield or KO, so she shields it up, and we're just going to fast attack down the Venomoth. She switches at the last minute to a Drapion. Which is an interesting move. So we want to keep our Drapion just in case for that Venomoth. Even though Golbat would probably win the matchup, yeah, it's a better matchup here, so we'll just go for as many Poison Fangs as possible, even though they're not super effective. Still enough to get down the Drapion, especially after the damage my Drapion did. So her Venomoth comes out and Wing Attack kills it. So very happy with the first round win here. Now I'm really expecting Frostlass in the lead, and I don't get it. So my Tyranitar's in an awful shape. So we go for the mirror match just to try and sort of... So I often find you get a more even foot with a mirror match if they're willing to go ride it out, if they don't have the exact Toxicroak counter. So I'm predicting no Wigglytuff or Venomoth in the back here. Otherwise, you know, you'd expect her to switch straight in. So we do. She doesn't burn both her shields, but then we get the Venomoth in the back. So it's kind of surprising. But I'm like, oh, we got this. Except you need a shield for Silverwind. It KOs. So she got the buff, so Golbat takes a bit of a hit more, and then she does have Frostlass, so that's it. Golbat gets wrecked. So I'll have to go on for a third match against Takkori. Also, big props to Takkori and OzitoPig for getting their challenger rank at the end of this cup. Very well done, very well earned. So we're expecting, again, I was hoping the Frostlass lead, but we get the Venomoth lead, so still great. Drapion's going to absolutely wreck through this. Very happy. I found this a really hard cup to come back from losing that lead matchup. So while not quite as bad as Nightmare Cup, yeah, still really difficult. So she switched into Frostlass, so that's great for my Drapion. So I'm happy to stay in and just wreck and do as much damage as possible. So he's not willing to waste the last shield. So we'll switch into a Gardevoir against this Toxicroak. Confusion's just gonna finish it off. Three Confusions? 3 or 4? I don't even know. So Venomoth with a Silver Wind is going to almost kill here. She gets the buff, but we double KO, and I still had 2 Pokemon in the back, so goes through to me now. Grats Zephy on that ace rank you see there, the only Townsville player. I think there's only a couple even in Australia that have the ace rank. So obviously awful lead matchup. Again, I was hoping to catch that Frostlass in the lead, and I definitely do not. So obviously Umbreon's kind of a safe switch for him if I don't bring my Toxicroak. Even then, Toxicroak, the counters do good, but the charge moves don't, and this is a last resort Umbreon. So it does make it very tricky to deal with. So we're just trying to take as much damage off of him as possible, and we'll let our Golbat go down. So we'll bring in our Toxicroak and try and feint him down before he gets a charge move off, and we can. But he's going to have switch advantage over us. So, yeah, this one's over already. Yeah, I don't know if it was just my tiredness or poor play, poor team selection. But if I lost that lead, I lost the match. If it was neutral, or obviously if we get the lead, it was yeah, much easier to come up with a victory in this tournament. So sorry about this, guys. We just play it out, even though I could have lose. I should have just let it fainted and save some time. But I mean, I guess you can watch me get excellence on my bombs. But yeah, there we go. Golbat finishes me off. So we changed up the team totally, trying to leave with the Gardevoir. I'm really hoping to catch the Dustox or the Golbat or the Toxicroak. I think, okay, you know, play the odds. And Zephy reads it like a book and throws out his semi-safe lead in Umbreon, so this is awful for my Gardevoir. Now if I had Charm, it would have been great. Like I said at the very start of the video, I should have picked Gardevoir with Charm, because I had enough coverage for the Flyers. Didn't need Confusion. But yes, we didn't, so it was a little bit silly. So we're going to lose that. We'll take down the Toxicroak nice and quick. We've got 1 shield each here. I've got the switch glitch, which is kind of annoying. It's just annoying in general. Something that's so simple to get rid of, but they just don't. Now, obviously, that was because I was trying to beat him to the Synchronize, and we got CMP tie, so he was in the lead there. I wanted to change to my Toxicroak before I did that Synchronize, but we didn't get to do that. So I'm hoping to catch him on the Hydro Pump here. Going to do a heap of damage, and this is where I thought, oh, I'm in with a chance, I can get this. So you can see my Toxicroak missed 1 fast attack there. I thought it was 2 at the time, but we looked at the video again and it was 1. So Zimmeril in the back, I'm thinking there's every chance, even though I'm going to go down here, there's every chance that we could pull this one off, and I just can't get to that charge move. So we discussed it, and Zevy said he missed 1 or 2 maybe moves earlier in the fight due to lag as well, so that was it. So congratulations everyone, great game, and we'll see you in the next one.